Queer cats are tone setters, the same reason my main legion of chrome wetters. With long cheddar, mixed with lines written, no time slipping. When we rhyme spitting, divine mission. Since the house days, GA Grandma left DJ Tam to outrage. The South stays, about that Beretta clapping, lines balanced with
Head on over to Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Check out the NoMercyTV Podcast. Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is. Bullpen, Fad3 event. Man, oh man, is it a lot. It is a lot to talk about with this event, man. First off, let me start off by saying this, man. Salute to John and Ace. Big salute to both of them. Big salute, man. My respect level, even though I had an immense amount of respect for both of them, my respect for both of them went up tenfold. You understand? And the reason is because we know where the situation was at. Streetwise, like, we know how ugly, this could have gotten, especially with the things that did happen and how much worse it could have been. And as opposed to continuing to go that route, these dudes chose to basically partner up, get a bag out of it, and then the event happened and it ended with no BS. You feel me? So you have to commend them guys for that. The battle, it wasn't nothing, no crazy physicality or nothing. Yeah, it was, getting in each other's face and, stuff like that, but it wasn't no physicality or anything. You understand? So, you got to commend them for getting through that whole situation and not doing what a lot of us thought was going to happen. Like, a lot of us definitely had an inkling that it was going to probably go down at some point. And they both kept it cool throughout the battle. You understand? So, you have to salute both of them for that. Whoever you feel somebody won, whether you feel somebody lost, that should be the first thing. That should be top priority in talking about this battle, or if you have any thoughts about this battle, the fact that it could have went down and it didn't. You understand? So, I'm definitely happy for both of those guys. Pretty sure they got some nice big bags out of the situation. I guess Ace had a pay-per-view percentage, so they both was eating good yesterday. You feel me? So salute to both of them for that. Now, let me say this. With being a business partner and you getting the pay-per-view percentage, you know what that means? You got to share blame for some of the BS too. You feel me? But it wasn't really much BS with the event. The only problem was the late start time. You feel me? Like, I know the start time. I believe the pay-per-view was supposed to start at 2:30. The battles were supposed to start at 3. And I think the first battle didn't start to maybe like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So that's something that was really like probably my only complaint, especially, me. I had a video shoot to do last night. So I kind of had to postpone that for it. I didn't have to, but, it's one of those situations where people were flexible. You feel me? Shout out to my bro, Not Gleams. Like, he's real flexible when it comes to, work schedule. And we always get our shit done anyway. So, he was real cool about, I'm like, yo, I want to watch this John and Ace shit. How heavy I'm into this battle rap shit. And he was like, nah, go ahead, do your thing. We still got the video done. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing for me personally in terms of, the start time. But that shit ain't about nothing, man. The pay-per-view was crisp and clean. Shout out to Ruin Your Day. They had some dope features. They had the replay after each of the battles. They were showing some of the highlights. What else? The quality, crispy as hell. Another thing too. Another thing I like is that when Ruin Your Day is playing music, right? When they're playing the music in between the battles, being that there's so much content out nowadays, the music doesn't get redundant. So it's almost like they got a playlist and it's all original music. So there's going through Geechee shit, going through twerk shit. Like, I remember there was a couple of pay-per-views where I'm like, yo, they really just playing the same music all the time. But it's like now battle rappers have been making so much better music that, you know, it's more stuff to play. So shit, I wish they'd have been playing some of these diss records that have been flying around. Yo, during the battle rap event, all these diss records play all of these joints during the pay-per-view streams. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what, you know, kind of keeps the energy going. Like, you know, of course we here for battle rap, and it's dope to play the battle rappers' music, but them diss records, oh yeah, that's gonna certainly keep the tone of these events, especially if you're playing it on the card where these battlers that are doing these diss tracks, or where these battlers that are being dissed on these records played during the card that they battling. Oh yeah, that's gonna definitely keep the energy. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that would be a dope idea for future playlists in between battles going forward. You feel me? But aside from that, that's, you know, really all of the event based stuff. You feel me? Except for the crowd was trash. The crowd was horrible. How do y'all niggas pay? I don't know what tickets was. Y'all niggas paying flights, hotels, and rentals to go all the way to ATL to be at an event and talk during the battles. Why? I know some of y'all just now getting out the house. You know, COVID been holding people up, but this is about battle rap. This is not about being there and talking to your buddies that you haven't seen in a long time, that you've probably been talking to through Twitter and Facebook. Like, it's a battle rap event. Be respectful of the artist. It's that simple. You feel me? Like, when the host has to keep on quieting down the crowd and, you know, shit like that, it's like, come on. And then the artist is going to affect some of their performances because they feel like you're not listening to them. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all, that crowd got to do better. That crowd got to do better. And I remember when the host was saying, like, yo, who's in here that's not from Atlanta? Yo, majority of that crowd was not from Atlanta. So you mean to tell me most of y'all was people who paid to actually be there, and y'all wanted to talk during the battles? Like, yo, y'all are crazy for that. Y'all are crazy for that, man. Y'all are crazy for that. Y'all niggas could have stayed home. Y'all could have did a group video chat or something like that and watched the pay-per-view together. But y'all niggas chose to, you know, like, come on, man. Y'all doing too much, you know what I mean? So, you know, but and then the mic issues. There was definitely a lot of issues with the mics. You know, the mics going out at certain points. That's just something, you know, that gets better over time. You feel me? Like, you can't really harp on the league too much about, you know, when it turns to mic situation, because, you know, even though Bullpen has definitely done a ton of events, like, I definitely feel like the mic situation should have been, you know, handled a little bit better. You feel what I'm saying? So this is all just, you know, event feedback for, you know, stuff going forward. Like, you know, as a fan, I'm still a fan of the art in general. Fan of the culture in general. So I'm going to appreciate the event, but that's just, you know, my criticisms and what I feel like could have, you know, been better throughout the night and everything like that. So, you know, let's get to these battles. First battle up. The championship of the Top Bull tournament. 6'8" versus Reggie P. This was a fire battle. Now, here's the crazy thing. 6'8", right? Coming from, I believe he's coming from Maryland, right? He's coming from Maryland. I'm familiar with 6'8". You feel me? I've seen him at the Unity events. I've seen a couple of his battles on like pit fights and, you know, leagues like that. And he's fire. He's fire. He's definitely somebody that I wonder like why he isn't further along, but he's definitely dope. And so is Reggie P. Reggie P, he's been around for years. He go back to being on like Black Wall Street and, you know, things of that nature. So he's somebody who definitely has a hefty resume when it comes to battle rap. And what's crazy is in that first round, 6'8" was doing so good and Reggie P was just okay, to the point that it seemed like Reggie P was about to lose at home. You understand? Second round was really close. I feel like that was the battle that was the round that would determine the battle, because that round was crazy from both of them. Like, it was 6'8" having a fire round coming off of a weak round from Reggie P. You feel me? So when you're technically, you know, it's looking like it's about to be up 2-0, and then Reggie P goes second, and his second round, he started going crazy. I'm like, oh. The only thing about his second round was that I felt like his second round, he started to kind of heat up a little late. So I felt like he did a lot, but he didn't do enough in time to take the round. Like, he did just enough to make it a debatable round. You understand? But third round, Reggie P was going crazy. And 6'8" had a good third round. 6'8" had a good third round. But for me, it comes down to that second, man. It comes down to that second. But they was both going really crazy. I was like, oh, yeah. And I feel like they both still have to get used to using the big stage because, you know, when you're newer and you haven't had that big stage experience, you kind of got to get used to, like, you know, moving around and stuff like that. Like, even Reggie P, he has, like, the gestures and the hand motions and stuff like that. But, yo, when you on a big stage like that, work that stage. Start moving around. Start playing the cameras and playing the crowd and, you know, things of that nature. And that's how you get better at basically being big, being on the big stage. And when you start learning that big stage stuff, you're going to start bringing it back to the small stages. And trust me, you're going to see a big difference in your performances. You feel what I'm saying? So that was a good battle overall. Initially, I had called it 6-8, 2-1. But after I magically went back and watched the second round, I was like, yeah, this second is debatable. You feel what I'm saying? So that was a debatable battle for me. I think they gave it to Reggie P. So, you know, but good shit from both of them. Good shit from both of them. That was still great performance from both of those guys. You understand what I'm saying? So salute to both of them. Great battle, y'all. Great battle. All right, the first battle of the night was it PC and Clone? Yeah, I think that PC and Clone was the first battle of the night. That battle, clear 30. That was a clear 30. Now, here's the thing. PC is not whack. He's not whack. Like, the problem is I feel like he's inconsistent. I feel like he kind of has the same problem that Conceited has, where he relies so much on punches that he'll have a fire haymaker type punch, and then if his next one is trash, it'll completely destroy his momentum going forward. So he has to start to build the momentum back up. And with PC, it was a lot of those moments. And Clone, oh man, Clone kept that energy up the whole 3 rounds. He was just going crazy. When he said Black Friday, I got PC for half price or something, he was going crazy on PC. What he said, he said, Organic bought me a Mac. John, you gave me this old PC. Come on, son. That was crazy. And I haven't watched too many PC battles, so I'm not too familiar with him. But PCI, like, I do like his structure. I like the way he set his shit up, and also some of his punches are sneaky. Like, the way he do his shit, it's like it'll be a double entendre, but it'll be sneaky the way he, like, leads up to it, and it's like, oh shit, I never thought of that before. Like, it was some of his punches when they was ending, I was like, oh, that's a double meaning. Like, you know, it was a lot of those moments for me. So PC definitely, he was alright. PC was definitely alright, you feel me? But I felt like Clone just got more personality. He got more star power, and that shit really showed in this battle. You feel what I'm saying? PC, he's definitely aggressive. He definitely got the delivery. But like I said, I felt like just his inconsistency is what made him lose the battle. You feel me? I mean, it's a gentleman's 30. It's not like it was a body bag or anything like that. But for me, that battle was just like, it was a good battle. It was a really good battle. You know what I mean? And it was one of those, like, good back and forth joints. And I was like, okay, this is one of them ones. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to both of them. Briggs versus Flacco. This battle, it's so many different things about this battle. Shout out to Flacco, man. And I had to tell him this on Twitter, after the event was over. Like, to me personally, I felt like Flacco won. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I know Riggs was getting a lot of crowd reaction. A lot of y'all probably judge battles off of crowd reaction, but I don't. Flacco was going crazy. And I'm not gonna hold you. Riggs more so was dope in terms of energy and delivery and the way his haymakers were set up. But in terms of, like, his overall content, I wasn't too impressed. I felt like maybe because his stuff was a little bit simpler and easier to catch, that's what made it, more so appealing to the people. But Flacco had some fire. But the problem that I felt like Flacco had, and I'm going to actually have him on the live at some point today. I'm going to highlight him and see what time we can get this done. Probably like around 2 or 3 maybe. But the problem with Flacco was that I felt like with all of the issues going on, like with the crowd talking, with the mics being a little bit faulty, it kind of bothered him, and you could see it. You could see it, like, to the point it started to almost affect his performance. So, when stuff like that is going on, you got to try to not let it get to you. You feel me? Like, I know you flustered. It's probably hot as hell in there. The Snake Eyes and Bad News. The Snake was sweating off the first bar. Like, you know what I mean? So I know it's hot as hell in there. People smoking and everything. But with a situation like that, man, you just gotta not let it get to you. Even if it is getting to you, you have to hold it down until your round is done. Like, you got to at least be able to do that, because it's just like, once people start to see that it's affecting your performance, now they not really even as in tune with you as they should be, because they feel like, all right, he's complaining and stuff like this. So it's like, okay, it's going to be a choppy performance. Like, I feel like if you was to edit that battle and take out the parts where Flacco is, complaining about, whatever different things are, you'll probably get a flawless performance from him, and it'll probably look better. And, with Briggs was just seeming so comfortable and so at home and everything like that. Like, his performance got off cleaner. Like, he wasn't complaining about nothing. He was just performing his shit, going with the energy, and he kept his energy up for all 3 rounds. So it was one of those battles. I got to watch that again. It was very tough, to pick a winner, but off rip, I had Flacco 2-1. You feel me? But like I said, overall, when you look at Flacco's material and then you look at Briggs' energy, it was a good performance on both ends. Like, it was a good battle on both ends, but it was just like, I do want to say Briggs was a little bit like, they was really going crazy for Briggs, and I hate using the word gas, but I felt like it was a lot of that, because like I said, I felt like Briggs had a lot of simpler bars that was just like, I'm like, I don't know if I can go too crazy over that. But I mean, shit, if the crowd is going crazy, then hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, like I said, I definitely have Flacco winning that one. But we're going to get him on so he can give us his breakdown and his rendition of it, because, I feel like it's definitely something that, needs to be talked about. You feel me? So we're going to talk about that. Next battle. Bad News versus Snake Eyes. 30. Bad News 3-0. Bad News 3-0. And the reason Bad News got the 30 is because Snake was okay, but what Snake has to stop doing is going out of town and having bars that don't cater to the situation. Now, there was a point, right? He started throwing bars that had ice. You in Atlanta, you on Bullpen in front of a crowd that I don't think Head Ice has ever even battled down there. You feel me? So for you to throw a shot at somebody like that on a stage that they've never been to, a stage that they've never battled on, you would have been better off throwing a shot at Loso. That's who you should have shot at. Shoot at people. Like, I know you're going for a certain caliber of people, so you're going for them, top tiers and people like that, but it's better that you shoot at people that actually make sense in terms of the platform you're battling on. Because look at it like this. You shot at Head Ice and people was basically like kind of like talking through it. If you would have shot at Loso, you would have brought that building down probably. You understand? Because he's one of the top niggas over there. You feel me? So, what New York, especially with New York artists, because I notice a lot with New York artists, they tend to go out of town and have a lot of New York-based reference stuff, and you can't do that out of town. They don't understand Paid in Full. They don't understand Dipset. Like, they don't understand a lot of that stuff in, you know, other places. So you kind of got to keep the New York talk to a minimum. Like, you know, he even had some bars, some shit about Rikers Island. People from Atlanta, they don't know about no Rikers. They know about whatever is they hop in jail down there. You know, but they don't really understand all that Rikers and all that other talk. So, you know, you kind of got to limit that shit when you're battling down there, you know. But aside from that, Snake material just wasn't too impressive. You understand? It just wasn't. I'm just being honest. Like, Snake, I'm starting to look at it like Snake Eyes is kind of like hit or miss. Like, he's going to have a battle where he's either on or he's just not. And this was one of those missed battles. Like, he just wasn't on at all. Like, Snake, in my personal opinion, this was almost like the Geechee battle. Like, he just didn't really have nothing. And Bad News, even though his material was definitely, like, in terms of complexity, like, Bad News has never been a complex rapper, but his delivery and the type of shit that he talks about is what gets him over. And he was going crazy. He was going crazy every round. And then even with all of his Snake and Adam and Eve references and all of that, like, man. And he made it easy for the crowd to catch, you know what I mean? So, and then at the end of his third round, when he brought out Tay-Rock, it's like, oh yeah, that Tay-Rock shit kind of sealed the deal. You feel me? So, you know, it was definitely a 30 from Bad News. It ain't really, you know, a lot else to say, but Snake, I feel like Snake just got to get his shit together in terms of being out of town. Like, I respect him for being a warrior and being willing to battle, you know, niggas on the OT level, but you still have to get your content right. Like, it's part of the learning process, you understand? So you just got to get your content right when you go into certain places, you know what I mean? So, you know, salute to both of them. Definitely definitely a 30 from Bad News. But, you know, next battle, main event shit, John versus Ace. Now, I'm not gonna hold you, this was a great battle. This was a great battle. Some people were saying, you know, some of the battles were trash at the event, so they felt like Ace and John was supposed to save the night. I didn't feel like that in terms of the battles. I just felt like everything else was kind of like killing the momentum and the whole vibe of the event. Like, just the event starting late, the crowd acting crazy, the situation with the mics. Like, it was just a lot of stuff that was like, I feel like when these battles are edited and cut down, the releases are going to be crazy. I feel like when the footage actually drops and, you know, the extra stuff is taken out, these battles are going to look crazy on cam. You feel me? John versus Ace. First off, easily battle of the night. Easily. Like, you know what I mean? It's not even a debate. Man, where do I start? Where do I start? Here's the thing, right? John, and he came through suited up and all that. John was fire. John was fire. I don't know if maybe with this battle, I felt like John wasn't as, I felt like he wasn't as invested, right? I felt like he wasn't as invested as a lot of other battles, meaning like, I felt like he could have did more just in terms of attack. Like, don't get it twisted. He did great in breaking Ace down, but I felt like his writing, I feel like he's usually a little bit more, I want to say a little bit more creative, right? You feel me? Like, in terms of, like, even take the third round where he did the prop with the money. I felt like that was him basically trying to recreate the chain moment. I felt like he should have went with something different and a bit more kind of original, because it didn't land like it. You feel me? So when you look at something like that, you're expecting, okay, this seemed like it's supposed to hit like the whole chain shit, and it was like it didn't. You feel me? But overall, man, John still got that 30. Like, I felt like in terms of his material and a lot of the angles he took, they were definitely good. Execution definitely plays a big part. Now here's the thing with Ace. Ace was fire. This is easily, to me, a career high performance for Ace. This was really one of his best performances. Like, he got through it. That third round, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Ace. That third looked like a choke. That third looked like, yo, he was about to choke and you just jerseyed it out. You know what I mean? And I know you're gonna let niggas know whether or not, that was the case. But the first 2 rounds, man, I'm sitting up here, right? And we all know going into it, Ace is the underdog. We all know going into it, Ace, a lot of people are thinking Ace supposed to die. This is the narrative. Ace gonna get 30'd. He gonna get super bodied. This gonna be the end of his career, et cetera, et cetera. John was up there rapping and doing great. But I feel like with Ace, right, with his type of material, like him spitting real shit, and him being so passionate about it and everything, that is what made him not really a loser in his battle per se. You understand? Because it's like, it's good when you up there battle rapping, but when that real shit is hitting, and it's really, really hitting, like a nigga sitting up there really, really talking to you, that's how Ace rounds were hitting for me. You understand? Like, so it's stuff that I'm listening to, and I'm like, damn, he kind of right about that. Damn, he's right about that too. You understand? So, Ace was really going for, that real talk angle, and it worked. It worked. Like for me, if I had to call it, right, I would say probably a 2-1. Give John the what rounds did I give John? I gave John the third because I felt like Ace kind of threw it away. The first round is where it was insanely close. Like, so I would give John the first round. I would edge Ace I would probably edge Ace the first. Slight edge, because it's really tough. It's really tough to call in that round. Like that first is, I don't know. But the second I would definitely give to John. So I feel like you give John the second and third, and then Ace, you could slightly edge on the first round. But if somebody was to give John the first, I can't really be mad at it. You understand? Because like I said, it was a really close first. But they was both talking, man. And like I said, with Ace, that real shit just hit different. Like a lot of the different angles he had. He was killing me in the first round when John was rapping and he kept putting on all the caps. Like, that was hilarious. Somebody need to send me that, make a meme out of it, because like when bloggers be capping and talking their shit, I need to be able to put that up on the screen and shit like that to express how cap they are. You feel me? So somebody send me that when y'all get a chance. But the second round, it was just like John. I just felt like he was like a lot more consistent. Like, and Ace was going off too. Ace was going off when he had the bar about something about being in the tank top for this wife beater. I was like, oh man, that type of shit. They was up there going crazy, man. But overall, this was a great battle. I felt like them two, man, definitely. If I had to say one of Bullpen's best battles, because today I still think B-Dot and Loso is Bullpen's best battle, but this might be a close second. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just with everything going into the battle, the type of shit they was talking to each other, like, overall, it was a great battle. Overall. You know what I mean? I might have to get that one another watch, you feel me? But that was really a good one. And I was really impressed with both of these guys. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this was definitely one for the books. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it lived up to the hype. Like I said, regardless of who you have as a winner or whoever lost, like, it was still a great entertaining battle overall. You know what I mean? So, and with them getting through it without, any bullshit or anything like that, you gotta salute them for that. You know what I mean? So salute to both of them, and shit, that's really it, man. Dope event overall. They was going crazy in the comments on the app itself. You feel me? I found that shit to be funny. I wish I could have recorded, because they was in the comments. They had me dying. You know what I mean? All the different comments that they was saying. But solid pay-per-view. solid pay-per-view. Like me personally, I don't, I addressed my complaints at the beginning of this blog, and that's really it. You feel me? But in terms of the battles themselves, like the battles were good. The battles were good. So, hopefully them joints will start to drop soon. I'm pretty sure that John and Ace is going to drop first because, that people need to see that one. People definitely need to see that. So that needs to be out like this week. You feel what I'm saying? But overall, salute to both of those guys, man. They came, they set an objective, and they got shit done. So, I got to salute John and Ace for that. So, but that's just my thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments how y'all called these battles. Who did y'all call 2-1-3-0? Like, what was y'all overall take on these battles? And did y'all enjoy the pay-per-view? Did y'all not enjoy it? Like, let me know what y'all thought in the comments, and I'll holla at y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.